Welcome to Catherine the Paint. Today I am going to play around with the flower technique with alcohol inks, and I've never done this before. Ah! And I don't have all the right equipment, so I'm using an actual hairdryer that I use for my Dutch pours, and I'm using Tangerine Pinata ink and Mantilla black, also by Pinata, and I'm using 91% alcohol, so that's all good. But I'm just gonna go for it. I've been packing to go on vacation. We're going to the Keys, and it's the middle of the night. Our flight is really, really early, so I can't go to bed, because if I go to bed, I only get like an hour's sleep, and then I won't be able to function. So I'm just gonna stay up. So I have a few minutes, so I am going to grab it now. So I just put down a drop of the Mantilla black, and I dry it with a dryer, and then I use my airbrush for the first time ever in my life that I have used an airbrush. So it's exciting. Just do it. Just grab these things. If you have 20 minutes or 15 minutes, grab a tile, grab your alcohol inks, and grab some alcohol. If you have an airbrush, grab it. If you don't, I guess Ranger has a bulb thing that I'm going to order. It's like an air blower for alcohol ink. You can use that. Some people use a straw. I don't really recommend that. My lungs are not the greatest in the world, so there's no way I'm sucking in the smell of alcohol. But I just got this airbrush off of Amazon, and I've had it for over 6 months. Hadn't even taken it out of the box. So I'm doing it. And I watched a few videos on how to do these alcohol ink flowers. So this video will cover 3 of them. It's my first 3 attempts. And I'm just playing around with it. So I put the dark in the middle, let it dry, and then you start putting the color around it and drop straight alcohol on it as you blow it out. And just see the effects and see what happens. And I put it on a Lazy Susan, and then put a paper towel on top of that, and then just put the tile down. And it's really easy. It makes it, you could spin it around so that you can get at it from different angles without the awkwardness. So on this one, I thought I would try like putting the tangerine down next to the black and letting it dry with the air dryer, and then blowing it out. And this ended up being my least favorite one. The black mixed with the tangerine too much, and I did not care for that. So I have shortened this by a lot. I have sped it up, and then I also cut parts out just to shorten it for you guys to let you see, because it's not crazy great results, but it is a huge learning experience, and it lays the foundation for me to learn how to do more stuff with the alcohol ink and to get better, because you do have to start. You have to flounder a little, play around with it, and just be fascinated, because that's what creating art is about, is being fascinated with the reactions you can get, with the effects you can get, with what you can create, what you can do, how you can stretch it, what you can learn. That's what I want this video to be about. So I'm actually using a paper towel on the edge now, and I think that kind of helps a little bit. But maybe not on this one. Maybe on the next one it helps more. This one was kind of a lot of black. It just was too much. This was definitely the perfect thing to do before going on vacation. Made me excited to come home so I could work with some more alcohol ink. And the thing is that the cleanup is so fast, and the start time is so fast. The alcohol ink is in bottles, and you just grab a couple of colors and start throwing it down, and then you put the lids on the bottles and put the bottle back in, little whatever container you have them in, and you're done. It's ready to go. Alright, so that was number 2. I'm done with that. Let's move on to number 3. So I found that if I blow out a bit of color first and then put the alcohol on there and blow it out and blow alcohol down and then put color down and then just switch it out and go all the way around to where you've got something to work with, and then you can lay petals on top of what you already have there, and it makes a much better flower petals, I guess is what I want to say. So I just kind of build petals on top of petals on this third one. And no, I don't think I'm an expert at it. I think I'm a very, very beginner, and I hope to come a long way over time. But you've got to start, or you can't get to expert if you're never a beginner. So be a beginner while you're a beginner. Nothing wrong with that. So now I'm not scared of my airbrush. I'm not scared of my alcohol inks. I do recommend the gloves though. Especially the left glove. I would especially got ink on my left hand even if I pick it up without a glove on. And it's amazing the amount of different shades and colors you can get with just 2 colors of alcohol ink. It's fascinating. Alright guys, just for fun, let's get a close-up of the 3 we did. So we were using Pinata, Mantilla Black, Tangerine, and that's it. And alcohol. No blending solution or anything. So this was my first attempt ever at doing a flower. First time using an airbrush. So just playing around trying to get the feel of it. And then I thought I was onto something on how to do it better. So I did this. This is the second one. And it's not better. It's not better. But it's fun. I'm learning. Don't be afraid. I was afraid for a long time and I just want to go for stuff. So, and this was the 3rd attempt. So let's get some close up. Yeah. I think it's really pretty. I actually like the 1st attempt and the 3rd attempt best. Maybe the 3rd attempt and then the 1st. And then this one is just kind of too much. Too much and not enough, both at the same time. Alright guys, thanks for hanging with me. This was fun. Don't be afraid. Be inspired.